Hey guys, and welcome back to Tea Read with your girl, the Hooligan. How's it been? How's it going? I hope you guys are doing well. Um, I keep on being gone. I'm not sure when I'm gonna have a regular schedule again. My life is all over the place, and therefore I'm all over the place, as you do. You know what I mean? But I bought a couple books. And I have a couple rants to give you. So I do want to talk about books I picked up. So the first series I picked up, I've been seeing around here and there. Not many people have talked about it, but I kind of seen it. I was interested in it. It's called um, Living Room Manga San, and I bought volumes 1 through 4 in just one shot because I felt like I was gonna like it. And it's about a girl who ends up moving out of her home and ends up living in a kind of like shared little community. I haven't read it all yet, but it seems really cute, and it's definitely a romance. And the art style looks really pretty just from the covers itself. Very digital, like modern digital art style, and it just looks very cute. The protagonist doesn't look particularly like, oh wow, but you can't go based on looks, you gotta go based on personality, and I have to get there. I'm not there yet. Now, the second book that I've picked up, so the second series I've kind of picked up is volumes 1 to 3 of Take and Hana by Yuki Shinawatsu. Okay, at first, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't particularly interested. I have been seeing the series forever. I think there's already like 16 books out or something like that. I know the living room one, there's only like 6 out already, and 7th one's coming out. But I saw this one for a while now, and I've been like looking at it, thinking, should I get into it? Should I not? It's rated like teen or whatever, but it definitely gave me like old school book, like early 2000s vibe. Like, there's this basically commoner who ends up having to fill in for her sister with a date with the CEO of her father's company, because the grandfather, who is the father of the grandfather of the company, kind of saw her sister, and was like, yeah, she seems like a beautiful, elegant woman, and I would love to have my grandson get with someone like that and like bring him down to earth, basically. But the sister ends up being like, fuck that shit. I got a boyfriend now. I don't want to do this. And instead of like putting her dad in a terrible position, she kind of goes in his place. Of course, things spiral out of control. She basically rejects the idea of ever being with Hana, rejects the idea of ever being with someone like the CEO, who is kind of hard headed and stubborn, and like very, how do I say this? Not particularly polite. So yeah, and then, through her immediate dismissal of him, he kind of gets like, oh, well, now I gotta impress you because there's no way that I could be rejected by someone like you. And he ends up kind of like falling for her a little bit here and there. But mind you, she's still pretending to be her sister. So that's pretty much gets solved pretty quickly. And now it's just like their antics. And I'm on volume 3 now. It's cute. I'm not gonna make it a priority to read, but it is adorable. Now, I also picked up Shinobi Life. I picked up volumes 3 to 5, 3, 4, and 5 as they were on sale at Book Off. I'm gonna have to give some complaints. I didn't find book volume 1 and 2, but I'm gonna look online. I'm pretty sure I've seen them online for cheap or whatever, so I don't mind. I did pick up volume 10 of Her Majesty's Dog, just because I've had volume 1 to 6. I have to read it. I've been meaning to, but I have so many other books, so it's kind of been like in this in between of I'm gonna get to it eventually. You know what I mean? I did, in fact, pick up volume 1 of Haikyuu. I do not think that I will be picking up all 43 volumes that are out as of now in English. But I at least wanted to have book one to see the art style, to see like how it differs a little bit. Um, I really don't think I'm gonna get all the books, but I know I want at least the first one, just because I really like the series. I really do. I'm not gonna lie. I did pick up the gigantic volume, the big volumes of Inuyasha. I picked up volume one, and it's a 3-in-1. It's nice and sealed. I am so excited to read it. It looks big, and the pictures look like they're supposed to be bigger. So, hell excited for that. So, I also picked up one that I have been fiending for, but unfortunately, many places are completely out of the first and second volume. I was lucky enough to come across it in, what's it called? Kinokuniya. So I ended up finding Fire in His Fingertips Volume 1. I have seen Volume 2 on Amazon, so I'm not too concerned about finding it. But if anyone's unfamiliar, this is basically a hentai for women. I'm just gonna say what it is. I'm gonna say it. If you like sex and farming, like I do, this is it. I can't wait to read it. I've seen the adaptation, but I never read it, so I'm excited. And then the next thing I picked up was Sanchi's Monstrous Appetite, and I picked it up honestly because I like the idea of like tall big girl representation. Hell yeah. Solidarity to all my tall, big women out there. You are not alone. I am one of you. I'm in. Everyone else, I see you and I respect you. But yeah, it's basically about Mikey. She's crushing on his neighbor, high school senpai, who's taller than him and always hungry. He's learning his culinary skills, cooking first, and seeing if maybe she might like him back. But she's harboring a secret. And I'm not gonna read into it anymore because I want it to be fresh and new. This is volume 1. I haven't seen it anywhere else like that really, so I'm excited. Last book series that I picked up, continuation of Fly Me to the Moon. I just got volume 4 in. Excited to read it. I just finished volume 2, I believe it is, 2 or 3, one or the other. I picked up a new one in this series. Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro. Yeah, volumes 1 through 3. They was on sale on Rite Aid, the way they had it, right stuff, where they had it for $8 book, $8.50 a book, and I was like, hey, that sounds interesting. Let me bite the bullet and just see it here now that I'm here. You know what I mean? I was like, fuck it, let me get them. I have seen through the art style. I haven't read it, but it looks so adorable, and it's definitely. And I like use senpai stories, or sensei stories. I have a tendency to like those, just because I've always kind of read those since I was like a kid. So it's an old anime trope, old manga, romance manga trope that I've kind of always been into. So I tend to gravitate to those books, but this one has like a bit of a twist in it from what I can tell. So I'm excited. I'm excited to read it. So, yeah, I've been having fun collecting my manga. I've definitely been trying to read as many as I can, which hasn't actually very easy for me. I'm a fast reader, and the only issue is finding the time. But I was walking around the city, and I realized that the bookstores that I normally like to go to are getting so packed. So packed where there was literally lines around the corner. I would say around the block, but that's like a Brooklyn thing. Let's just say around the corner, because that's more accurate of a depiction. And it's just, it's kind of sucks because when you get there, like, most of the books are already gone. A lot of the shelves are empty, and it's just making me be like, okay, well, if I can't shop here, then I'm going to have to start going deeper into, like, perhaps the Bronx or Queens or even Jersey. And that really sucks because it was something that, I love to do with my partner. We take time off and go and, just pick up books. And now it's like, it's becoming a point where it's just not feasible to really do so anymore unless you go to very specific stores. And those stores are usually like, they're getting found at this point. So I'm just like, we're gonna have to start traveling deeper, which really kind of puts a damper on things. But or start just generally buying online because it's hard to compete with people when now everyone kind of knows about these stores, and it just makes me sad because I'm like, a lot of people are like buying these books, and especially when you go to like those used bookstores, but they're not selling anything. Because I like to, if I finish something and I don't really love it, I will like resell it back. So, but I guess it's just a thing now. We're gonna have to stop buying in person and start buying online. Kind of sad. It was kind of a fun experience to do, but I guess if we want to do that, we're gonna have to go to Jersey now. So it is what it is. But I wouldn't recommend those stores anymore. It's just there's not much there anymore. It sucks, but I mean, Kinemiya still gets a lot of stuff, so they're still fun to go to. But you're going to have to wait in a gigantic line, and people like going to come up to you and ask you why you're there. I had 3 people come up to me and ask me why I was there, and I was like, it's literally just a bookstore. Like, it's fine to have weird looks. Also, fun fact, I ended up getting 3 new figures, and I have one on the way that I pre-ordered. I have a new Zoro figure, a new Saitama figure, which I'm so glad I got it from Hot Topic. By the way, it's on Hot Topic if you want to get it from there. The Zoro one was a little more expensive, and I got it straight from Japan. And I got an Aizawa one. Finally, after all these years, I bought it used off of somebody else. I'm waiting for it to come by, and I pre-ordered the Yuji Itadori figure from Presto. I can't wait for it to show up. So I'm so happy about those 3. They're pretty big. Well, 4 technically. But that one should be coming by. Both of those figures I'm still missing should be here by early April. So I'm definitely super excited about that. And then the lifestyle I live, I started doing more artwork, meaning I started doing actual commissions, which is kind of super fun. I put it on my Instagram that I'm doing commissions. And it's kind of great. Some people are really understanding, and they allow me to take like 2-3 days to actually finish the artwork. But yeah, it's been so much fun to work with different people and see what they like and see what they want to get done. I don't think I've mentioned what my Instagram is. Let me just find it real quick. Yeah, you think I would know it by heart, but I really don't. It's called the Hooligans _podcast. Clearly, very easy. You will see some of my artwork there if you're interested. I have a blast, and I can work in different styles, so it's fun. It's a fun thing to do for now. But if you are interested, hit me up through there. I am available. And with that, thank you guys so much for joining me, and bye.